All right, let's start with Chance Kuntz.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
2014 case. It's been around longer than I've been on the bench, sir. Good to
Yeah,
finally it's good to finally see you 10 years later.
yeah, I'm getting my life. I'm getting my life right, and I'm like, you know what? I just have to get this taken care of, no matter what happens. Like I said, I just graduated from a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center, and I've currently been here for 6 months. I'm going to be here for another 6 months afterwards to work on a phase two program.
All right.
Um,
So let me ask. All right. First of all, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
yes, Your Honor.
State your name.
Chance Cons.
All right. Now you can say what you were about to say.
Okay, so currently I'm at a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center, and I've graduated the program. I'm working on phase two. I'm working on getting a job here, and another part-time job somewhere else. And they require me to drive at my other job, and so I was trying to figure out if there's any way like that. The hold or whatever that's on my license could be lifted temporarily for like with like parameters saying I can go to work and I can go to school and I can go home. Um, and I was wondering because I'm in California right now. My license is out of Utah, and they're the ones that I have to get to have the hold off. But they told me that I have to go to you guys for you guys to send them a letter of some type of approval letter or authentication letter saying that they can take the hold off, and then I have to reinstate it, get the reinstatement fee, and then get my license out here in California. So it's just kind of a big hassle, and I understand it's been a long time that I've taken care of this, but I really sincerely am doing extraordinarily well. I haven't touched a drug or any type of alcohol in 17 months. Um, like I said, I've been working here at the rehab for right now at the front desk as a receptionist. I plan on continue working. I have two jobs lined up. I plan on going to school after I get these jobs solidified, and I'm really just trying to better my life. It's just hard to take one step at a time when I have all this stuff that I still have hanging over my head that I've neglected for so long. But so I'm just trying to figure out what options I have today, sir. That's all.
I mean, I'm not, I don't, unfortunately, first of all, I don't know what authority I have regarding your driver's license, but on top of that, sir, like, I don't know enough of, I mean, I'm not just going to sign a letter and be like, he's okay. That would seem to me to be inappropriate. I don't, all I have is your testimony regarding I mean, congratulations on your recovery. That's important. Um, but just because you pop on a Zoom court session and tell me all these things doesn't mean that I should sign a letter that's going to be used to get you a license with a government agency in Utah. Um,
Well, I have the graduation certificate with me. I don't know if that helps.
no,
Uh,
I mean, and
I've,
frankly, I don't know what good it would do. I mean, we'd need to actually look at, from a legal standpoint, what I even have the authority to do.
they
But
Utah.
I mean, under the circumstances with a 10-year-old case that hasn't been addressed until now, I'm glad that you're getting everything in order. It would just seem to me to be, though, inappropriate for me to sign such a letter. That being said, I mean, I can lift your bench warrant and maybe dead docket the case. I mean, it's a 2014 case. It would remain on your record. I mean, you're going to have to come here to Georgia to resolve it ultimately, sir. you're welcome to talk with the state about entering a plea if that's what you want to do.
Judge, we don't, excuse me for interrupting. We don't have a file on this. We would have to recreate it. So we're not in a position to be able to speak with Mr. Cons today regarding resolution. If he does want to reset this, I can look at it to recreate the file and have it set for next week's jail calendar or virtual calendar and see if we can resolve it. But until I take a look at that in his criminal history, the state would be opposed to a dead docket.
What exactly does a dead docket mean?
Well, I mean, you need a lawyer to explain all of that to you, but from my standpoint, it just means that the case is inactive and the court administratively closes it. But it's still out there.
So, I mean, I could do that. I don't mind doing that, and then I could take the steps that I have to do to resolve through the court system. If I have to go do classes or if I have to do whatever it takes for me to do, I don't mind doing. I'm at the point in my life where I don't mind taking control of what I have to do to make this happen. You know, I don't mind.
Well, I mean, I think first of all, I mean, you're in California, right?
Yeah, I live out here.
Yeah, and you're inpatient at the facility or no?
Yeah, I'm in a facility right now as we speak.
Okay, so you live there and you'll be there for the next week?
Yeah, I'll be here for the next probably 7 months, if not longer.
Well, that's fine. Mr. Niner, I'm going to appoint you to represent Mr. Kantz. Why don't you put your phone number in the chat, Mr. Kantz, to Mr. Niner?
Okay.
He can give you legal advice. In the meantime, Ms. Sims, please get whatever file you need.
Can I
Yes, Judge.
do apologize? I was on the phone with Mr. Smallwood. Can I get a brief recap of what transpired here?
Mr. Kantz is it's a 2014 DUI case. He wants me to sign his first request was that I sign a letter that would purportedly be used to get him driving privileges out of Utah. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I don't know enough about him or about the case or about my legal authority to even sign a letter that makes that just sound like something I shouldn't do under any circumstances.
Right. That's what they suggested to me. That's all.
I hear you, but you know, I still. He's in a rehab facility. Sounds like he's getting his life together. That's great. This case is a DUI case. There are allegations of drug possession in it, number of traffic violations as well, and driving without a license, it looks like. So anyway, I'll let you Mr. Niner is going to represent you. That way, hopefully you can figure out what you want to do with the case. I'm going to leave the bench warrant in place for right now. Maybe we can recall it in a week, but I need a better game plan than just recall the bench warrant and sign a letter. So
I mean, well, can we dead docket the case so I can?
I will again talk with Mr. Niner. Mr. Niner can talk with Ms. Sims. Maybe get something worked out in advance. Like you know, you're better off talking with your attorney, is what I would say. And then coming up with a game plan, and he can reach out to Ms. Sims and kind of work on that and go from there. All right, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Kantz. If you can put Mr. Kantz on next week's calendar at 11 a.m.
Will do, Judge.
And what day is that?
That's 1 week from today at 11 a.m.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you.
All right.
I have filed my entry of appearance as well as a motion for discovery. I reached out to the state, not to put words in their mouth. I think they need a little more time to look at the case. They haven't been able to give me an update. Asked if a null process is on the table. They're looking at it, but I think the state hasn't been able to make a determination yet.
Okay. And and he's in a rehab facility right now, right?
Yeah.
So and he's got a warrant out.
Yes, so I think the state and I agree to ask the court to lift the bench warrant.
Okay, well, we'll do that. I'll lift the bench warrant.
I actually graduated my rehab. I just live here now as like an in-house staff member.
Okay, that's fine. So, we'll lift it, and you're out of state, right?
Yeah,
Like
California.
way out of state, California.
Yeah, like on the other side of the country.
I mean, there's Alaska and Hawaii, but California
Oh,
is
yeah,
pretty
true
far.
that.
Anyway, but the all right, so we'll go with and so are you waiving arraignment, Mr. Niner?
Yes, Judge, entering a not guilty.
All right. Then we'll just set the case for, and Mr. Kantz can appear virtually for this, but we'll set the case for April calendar call. And that's going to be April 25th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. April 25th calendar call at 9:30 a.m. You've got it.
Wait, 9:30 your guys' time?
Oh yeah, sorry. April 25th calendar call at 1:30 p.m.
Okay, yeah, that's I'm like
I hear you. April 20th. Yeah, I got you.
thank you, sir.
So April 25th calendar call at 1:30 p.m.
Let me put that on my calendar. And then is the Zoom ID gonna be the same or no?
It'll be a different link.
You'll send it to me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. April 25th calendar call 1:30 p.m. for Mr. Kantz's case. I will recall his bench warrant.